Alright guys, in this video we're going to be evaluating powers in exponents. And evaluating means finding the value of. Let's start with an example like 3 to the third power. Remember, this doesn't mean 3 times 3. It means you're going to multiply 3 times itself 3 times. So 3 to the third power is 3 times 3 times 3. And you're going to take this in steps. 3 times 3 is 9. And then 9 times 3 is 27. So 3 to the third power is equal to 27. Let's look at a fraction like 1/2 to the fourth power. This can be rewritten as 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. Remember that when we multiply fractions, we multiply the numerators and then we multiply the denominators. So 1 times 1 is 1. Then that answer times 1 is another 1. And then 1 times 1 is 1. So 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Now we do the denominators. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 2 is 16. So 1/2 to the fourth power is equal to 1/16. With negative, let's try a negative number. Let's do -2 to the, let's do it to the third power. This is equal to -2 times -2 times -2. If there are parentheses, -2 is raised to the third power. That's -2 times -2 times -2. Negative times a negative is a positive. And so 2 times 2 is 4. So -2 times -2 is negative, or is positive 4. And then positive 4 times -2 is -8. So -2 raised to the third power is -8. If it doesn't have the parentheses, so it looks like -2 to the third power without the parentheses. This 3, this third power, is only applying to this 2, not the negative. So what this looks like is -1 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Then times the negative is -8. So these two have the same answer, but that's not always the case. If this was -2 to the fourth power with parentheses, -2 is -2, that's -2, is -2. -2 times -2 is 4. -2 times -2 is 4. And 4 times 4 is 16, so we get a positive 16. If this had been -2 to the fourth power without the parentheses, it's -1 times 2, 2, 2, 2. We have 4 2's. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Times the -1, this gives us a -16. So if there's a negative, we only use the negative in the multiplication if it's got parentheses like this.